Hey everybody. Hi. I finally have my vlogging camera back. My girlfriend was using it to do that great film of Betsy. Betsy will be back soon. I'm promising. So today we're going to go through my two drawers here of palettes and see if we can minimize them some. There we go. That's better. Whoa. That's a little bit better. The light was behind us. I have been wearing my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. I should have put a different primer on. I put the primer that comes, or that goes with it, technically. What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're just going to get started going through palettes, and I apologize if I have light behind me. It's just got to be the way it is right now. Because I don't want to, oh, I can't even open this drawer. It's so full. Okay, first things first, I want to go through what's on top of I have a little organizer right here on top of my desk. I've got my Too Faced Peach palette and my chocolate bar. They aren't going anywhere because I like them. I got my Naked Cherry palette. It's not going anywhere because I like it. I've got my original Naked palette, and you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Let's put that in a maybe. That's not going to go, but let's put it in a maybe because something in my gut tells me I should hold on to it. Okay, I have my Opposites Attract palette by e.l.f. and my nude palette from Huda Beauty. Oh, it's gorgeous. But I need to get these things organized. These are keeps. This is the Chasing Rainbows palette from ColourPop. I think I'm going to let this go. I don't recall it being anything that really wowed me. And my girlfriend's daughter is starting to get into makeup big time, and I want to just, you know, pass it on to her and let her enjoy it. This is my NYX Swear By It palette. Going nowhere. I am in love. I'm in love. Then my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. I may not keep these out, but I'm trying to get a little bit more organized. Organized. And then I have two of my Morphe palettes. One is the Dare to Create. It is back out, so you can purchase this palette now. Betsy and Enzo. So that's what that looks like. Yeah. Hopefully I'm going to get this light in a different way so we're not blinding you. Then I have my 24G, my Grand Glam palette. I do not use this enough, but I love this palette as well. So I'm going to leave that out. So now, let me orient you to the drawer. Let's see if you can see the drawer. Can you see the drawer? Like, okay, here's the drawer. It's chaos in here. Chaos. Mass. Chaos. So I'm just going to pull out the first thing I see. It's my Kat Von D palette. This is the Sinner and Saint palette. Not getting rid of this. She's a keeper. Then I have my Brilliant and Spell Binding palette from Sigma. This, it's a maybe. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile. I have to make room. This is my Kat Von D Shade and Light. This is the glitter palette right here. I was not very impressed with the performance of this palette. I'm going to pass it on to Mariah, and hopefully Mariah will enjoy that. Mariah is my friend Audra's daughter. Okay. Here's my one and only Pat McGrath palette. I tell ya, I don't know that I'd buy another one, but I'm not getting rid of this one. So we're going to hold on to that. This is the Urban Decay Elements palette. This was the Christmas palette for 2018. That's what the inside looks like. I'm probably going to hang on to that as well. Let's see if I can do something here. Let's see. We're going to change the exposure a little bit, so I hope this makes it easier for you to see what I'm doing here, because this is mass chaos, right? Chaos. This is palette chaos. Okay? Okay. Yes, that's good. I want you to be that way. Okay, so we're going to hold on to this Urban Decay Elements palette just because I haven't tried it enough, and yeah. This is another ColourPop palette. It's the Carouche Brown Sugar palette. It's so nice. I really enjoy this. Of course, I don't use it enough because it's not out where I can see it. Let's see. I think this is the Kat Von D Metal palette. Yeah, this is going in a maybe. That may go to Michaela. I know that this one's going to Michaela. So this is the Kat Von D. I forget the name of it now. Divine palette. Mine came to me broken, and you know, it's a maybe. Maybe I should try it again. I don't know. See, this is my problem. I can't get rid of anything. This is my Kat Von D 10th anniversary. I am definitely not getting rid of this palette. I'm just not. There's another palette I have that some people say is a dupe for that, and I can't think of what it's called. Then I have some of the Kat Von D quads. This one is the Sage quad. That's what it looks like on the inside. I'm not getting rid of that. I have the Thirsty palette by Jeffree Star, and to be perfectly honest, I have not pulled this out since I got it. I don't know what it is about this palette. I don't know. But I know that Michaela likes Jeffree Star, and I'm going to give her that Thirsty palette. Then I have this blush kit from Anastasia. I have so much blush. I'll never use it. I'll give that to Michaela as well. Michaela's making out, ain't she? Okay, so this is the Kylie. Let's see, which Kylie is it? I forget what it's called. It's like, is it the bee palette, the honey bee, or some crazy thing like that? Why doesn't it say it on here? Pisses me off. Alright, so this is the Kylie palette. And I'm going to keep that. There's my other two Huda palettes. This is the original Huda Beauty palette, the rose gold one. I'm going to hang on to that. I never bought the second one because I never thought there was a problem with the first one. And then this is my Desert Dusk palette. I'm going to hold on to that as well. So I can put all my Hudas together, I think, as soon as I find a space that will accommodate them in this drawer. Oh, I see something I can make room with. So here's my Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay. Love this palette. I'm going to put it up in front of me so I can get some more use out of it. Oh, I see another thing that Michaela would love that I'm just not going to use. So this is the Aurora highlight palette from ABH. I'm going to pass that on to Michaela as well. Michaela. Mariah. So I'll tell you. Mariah. My girlfriend, who I'm passing these palettes on to, her daughter's name is Mariah. Then her sister's daughters' names are Michaela, Genevieve, and Nicole. Yeah, I can't keep it straight. I'm not that smart. Okay, so here are all of my ABH palettes. I have, that's a dupe palette. Actually, that's not all my ABH palettes. Let's get them in some kind of consistent order here. So the first one I have is the Self-Made palette. This is an older palette. This is what it looks like right here. I never touch this thing. I never touch it. I need to pull it out. So I need to do a test on it. All of these things that are maybe, or should I say the chopping block, I just need to do a test on them. My Modern Renaissance, of course, I'm not getting rid of that. That would be, it's like sinful to even think about that. Then the next palette that came was the Subculture palette, which I enjoy. I'm not getting rid of that either. Then came the Prism palette, which I also enjoy. Not getting rid of that either. Then came Soft Glam. Not getting rid of that either. But I am going to pull that out to get some use out of it. Let's see. Let's do some reorganizing here. Can you stop? Can everybody just stop? Can I get through one drawer? Alright, so then I have the Sultry palette. This is a new one, and I have not played with it enough. I need to pull that out so I can just play with that some. Okay. Then I have the Glow palette, which I have not even, it's no kidding, it still has the paper on it. And I got so many highlighters. I think I'm going to pass this on as well. And then this is my That Glow palette. As you can see, I hit pan on some of this, so I'm going to hold on to this one because I do enjoy that one. Now let's go back here and see what we got in this little thing. We have a lot of little palettes back in this basket here. So I have the Kat Von D Too Faced palette. I don't know. I think I'm going to pass this on. I'm hanging on to things for sentimental reasons or packaging, and I don't have room for that crap. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I'm not going to get rid of this either. I do enjoy this. Excuse me? Hey, hey, hey. We're not having a fight about it. I have my Natural Face palette from Too Faced. This is fairly new, and I don't want to get rid of that either. And see, you can't eat that stuff. I know it smells good, but you can't eat it. This is the Natural Matte palette from Too Faced. I should actually pull this out and use it, but I'm not going to. Not right now. I'm trying to be organized, and this thing is not letting me do it. Okay, then I have a little tiny palette from Too Faced. This is a Sugar Cookie palette. It was okay. It didn't knock my socks off or anything. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass that one on as well. Then I have Then I have a Buxom palette, and I think this is in White Russian. Yeah, this is the White Russian palette. I never, ever touch this palette. It's going. Hey, buddy. This is my Persona Identity palette. Oh my god, I love this. This is a fabulous little palette. I need to put it out in my rotation of things. Definitely. Like, it belongs in permanent rotation. I'm so sorry that Enzo is barking like a lunatic. He wants to play, and nobody wants to play with him. Destroy his poor little life. Enzo, they don't want to play right now, okay, buddy? Alright, then I have another of the quads from Kat Von D. This is the Rust. And then I have one more This is Smoke, I think. Yeah, this one's Smoke. I'm going to pass this one on because it's very similar to one that is in her eye palette. If I find my eye palette. I caveat that if I haven't given it away. Okay. This is my Lime Crime Venus XL palette. No, she going nowhere. Nowhere. She's staying with mama. This is the I Love Sarahi by Dose of Colors. I'm going to hang on to this as well because it's beautiful. I really do enjoy Dose of Colors stuff. My dogs are disappearing quickly. Here is the Natural Eyes palette. This one has got some shimmers in it with the matte. So I want to hang on to that as well. I'm going to give this to the kids. Because I'm going to share it with all Michaela, Genevieve, and Nicole. And Mariah. All of them. All 4 girls. I'm going to split this up. Okay. So this is the Light Beam palette from Urban Decay. It's okay, but it's not anything. I'm not going to keep it. Let's just say that. I'm not going to keep it. Okay. These are my Petite Pro. This is the Petite Pro, I think 1. Yeah, this is the first one from Viseart. And all of these are in here with little magnets. You can take them out. I may put them in a, you know it, a Z palette. This is my Smashbox, the Cali Contour palette. I really do enjoy this. I am enjoying this quite a bit. Quite a bit. If everything falls off of here and I scream, you know why. If you hear screaming, it's just me screaming because everything fell off. Here is like the one palette that I kept from the old 10 palettes from Too Faced. This is the peanut butter and jelly, which I love. I mean, who doesn't love peanut butter and jelly? And it's got sentimental value. It's like, I think it was the first high-end palette I bought, or one of the first. That in a Naked palette. This is the Naked Basics. It's all matte, and since I've been enjoying matte so much lately, I'm gonna hang on to that as well. And then this palette is bizarre. So this is Makeup Forever palette. It was a Christmas palette. The shadows are fabulous, but this tin it's in, it needs to be totally depotted and then put in my big thing for my big one. I have one Tom Ford palette. It is the Iris Bronze palette. It came in a set. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't floored, but it's Tom Ford and it costs a lot of money, so I'm hanging on to it. Then I have the Urban Decay Beached palette. I absolutely love this. There is a dupe for this in one of the Wet n Wild palettes, and I will put the name of it. It's like, it's a something peach, but I'll put the dupe for it. It's getting a little warm in here. Here's another Viseart palette. These are the Theory palettes. This is 2 in Minx. This is what this one looks like. Like I said, I'm thinking about depotting. I might mix my Viseart with my Makeup Forever, because I have a huge Makeup Forever. Let's see. I have another Kat Von D. Let me go through. Let me finish Kat up. So I have this Kat Von D palette. This is the Metal Matte palette. I really do like it. It's huge. Can't take it anywhere, but I do enjoy it. And then I think I can put some stuff away. Let's see. I'm going to put you in here. This is my identity. I'm going to hang on to my Kat Von D quads. I may have some of those in other places. It's amazing the crap you find when you go through my drawers. I do have one bad habit palette. This is the... I have a lot of bad habits, but this one palette, this is the Aura palette. It is a dupe for the Prism palette, and it is, no kidding, a perfect dupe. So I'll put it over there by my ABH stuff. Here's another Makeup Revolution. I was going through my Iconic palettes the other day in my drugstore. This is the Vitality one. This is a maybe. This is a deep hot. You go with the deep hot. Hey everybody, sorry about that. My camera shut off. It was overheating, but luckily I think it was at a good point when it stopped. Okay, so I have a little palette from Ace Beauty. It came in a boxy charm. I'm gonna put it in the chopping block maybe palette collection over there. So far we've given away quite a bit. For me, we've given away quite a bit. And this is a pure palette that came in another boxy charm. This is the Midnight Masquerade. I'm going to pass that on. This is my Dose of Colors Mickey palette. I'm going to hang on to this. I just got this. It's fairly new to me, so I'm going to hang on. Hang on, little sister. Hang on. Alright. Here's another Friendcation palette from Katie and Desi. This is another Dose of Colors that I just recently got. So I'm going to hang on to that as well. Pickle, you shouldn't be doing all that scratching. Here's another drugstore or like something like this. My girlfriend gave me this for Christmas last year. I think it came, she said, from Burlington. This palette is absolutely amazing. I don't know, it's however you say that, Babe, BB, whatever they call themselves. I'm not that into that high fashion. If it said LuLaRoe, I'd know exactly what it was. But anyways, this is just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to put this in my drugstore collection. It's in the wrong spot. I have the 24 karat. I will hang on to this. This is highlighters from Jeffree Star. It's got 6 highlighters in it. I'm going to hang on. Then I have my Blood Sugar palette, and I'm not going to take it out of there because you guys know what the Blood Sugar palette looks like. I don't need to show it to you. I don't think so. Ah, yes. I'm going to give that quad away, that smoke quad. Where is it at? Where's you at, smoke? Yep, we're going to give the smoke quad away because all of the colors in the smoke quad are in this palette. And I do enjoy this palette. Here's my Makeup Forever 10. It's got all kinds of crap in it. It's mostly Makeup Forever, but it's got crap in it. So we're going to move all these over here. We'll do some reorganization and make it all Makeup Forever on one side and then start to put our Viseart little ones in the other side. I'm just running out of room. Alright, so I have my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to actually pull this out and put it above my desk because I just don't dig into this enough. I can't think of the gal's name. I'll try and link her video below, but she's trying to pan the Jaclyn Hill palette. You go, girl. That is amazing. Okay, this is my Ride or Die from Violet Voss. It's just like it's every neutral color you could ever want. Like it's fabulous. It's fabulous. I'm gonna stick it over here because I'm gonna try and get organized a little bit because I've got some things that need to go in here. Yeah. So far, so good, I think. Butsy, don't start. Mama's doing something right now. When I get done, then you can play. Butsy, what did I say? Poor little butts. He's so neglected. Nobody loves him here. That's how he acts anyway. Okay. So now we're going to go through... my Juvia's Place palette. So this is the Magic palette. I'm not getting rid of any of my Juvia's Place. I'll just show you real quick. That's the Magic palette. It's where all the magic happens. This is my A Masquerade palette. This is the big one. I just love their stuff and their formula. I don't use them enough. I don't give them enough love, but I should. This is the Saharan. This is a beautiful little palette. Then I have the Festival. So my camera is like absolutely being insane. We're going to try and do this as fast as we can. I have 2 palettes from Makeup Addiction. One is the Meadow palette, and I'm keeping these as well. And the other one is the Vintage palette. And I'm going to hang on to those 2. So we'll slide those in here. And then I have another one from Makeup Revolution. It's the Emily the Once palette. I'm going to hang on to this, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this palette. It's freaking huge. It's cute, but it's big, and I don't know. I don't know. She may get put, that baby may be put in the corner. Alright, I have one Too Faced palette that I have held on to. This is the Pumpkin Spice palette. It was exclusive to HSN. It is fabulous. It is very good. It's one of the better holiday formulas. Okay. Then I have the Toasted palette from Tarte. It's just in the wrong spot. I'm going to hang on to this, of course. And then I have all of my palettes from Morphe. This is the 9 Alpha palette. It's always golden. That's what that palette looks like. Morphe palettes are a lot like ColourPop to me. I never have any problems with them. This is the 9 Charlie palette. It is the Jewel Crew. Then I have not the original Kathleen Lights release, but the second release. Maybe this was the second. She's done 3 or 4. But this is the second one. It's the front looks like. I love them. I love them. I have the 35F palette. This is the Frost palette. This is just amazing. Probably should pull that out and let that sit on my desk for a little bit. Get some love. This is the 3502 palette. This is amazing as well. Amazing. I might put that out as well and get some love. Then I have the 25 Alpha palette. This was like, one was the coffee, one was the latte. Something like that. I got rid of one of them. Then I have the 25 Delta palette. It's the Oh Boy palette. That's what it looks like on the inside. A lot of them are very similar. If I ever get real strict about a declutter, I will probably get rid of some. This is the 25 Charlie. This is the Hey Girl Hey palette. Love this palette. It's got all those beautiful fuchsia colors and all of that in it. Then, what else do we got? We got the Happy Hour palette. This is the 15H palette. This is another one that I'm just in love with. I'm in love with all of my makeup. I really have to say that. And this is another one that's this is the Day Slayer palette. So, that is my Morphe in action. A lot of Morphe. I had a lot more. I used to have a lot more, but I've really cut back on it. I like how I say that, like it's a drug. Okay, so now we're going to go into our ColourPop palettes. This is the Fortune palette. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, I have the Perception palette by Shayla. Love this. Loving this. A lot of people have said this is a good dupe for the Born to Run palette. I don't know about all that. Get the Born to Run palette if you can get your hands on it. I know they still have it out. This is the ColourPop Magic palette. I think I'm going to pass this one on. This is the Yes Please palette. Oh, I love this one. This is the Dream Street by Kathleen Lights. I love this palette as well. This is I Think I Love You. This is a great nude palette. If you don't, for the price, this is one of the best nude palettes out. This is My Little Pony. Okay, everybody, so my camera keeps shutting off. Yeah, so I had two more palettes to show you. One was the Good Sport palette from ColourPop, and the other one was the Salvage palette from ColourPop. I do have a couple more over on my desk. We'll save those for later.